I don't know what's going on in the morning. Let's try this again. The Newcomer, page 93. The Queen couldn't help... Oh, that's not it. One more time. Okay. The Queen couldn't deny the loss of this feisty woman who, at the age of 93, had become an extortionist. She toasted the teacher's parting with Diana. Diana added an extra toast to her and Lenice's friendship. This caught Lenice's eye, for Diana never spoke about her emotions since her last note was passed between them 16 years ago. After draining her wine, Diana poured herself another one, then went on to explain that she hadn't told Lenice about the other charges for the same reason that she hadn't told her about Matrix Bertha. You have to stay focused on your own charge, Lenice. You have to get used to the fact that you'll be out of commission for the duration of intercourse procedure. Be assured that your staff can take care of business while you're otherwise occupied. You've been in this position before. Know that we shall keep you posted and will alert you to crises like this one. Bernice knew that Diana was right. Her mind had shut out most of her usual routine already, having been trained to do so during indoctrination school. She bowed her head and she realized just how out of touch she'd become over the past few weeks. Diana filled Denise's empty glass, asking about Matrix Bertha. She wanted me to have this, Denise said, holding up the shawl. And, she continued while pulling out the envelope, she asked me to deliver this to the High Council. Is that Bertha's will? I believe so, Denise said, relieved by the revelation. Then I wonder why she didn't wait for the will to be read before giving you the shawl. Denise shrugged. I suppose that it was just a gift from a daughter to a queen. I've been given many gifts. I suppose you're right, Diana said solemnly. Why did she want you to hand-deliver the will? Feeling of anxiety in her stomach ground into pebbles, Denise rose. I guess that some people don't trust runners or computers. Only people who can't be trusted, Diana offered. Denise hoped that Diana had been referring to Bertha, but she felt chilled by the remark. While standing up, she snapped Bertha's heavy shawl open and swung her on her shoulders. Matrix Bertha was cleared of her charges decades ago, she defended. There should be no question of her dedication to the way. She adjusted the shawl up around her neck. I'd better be leaving. I have to fly to Zantok immediately. As we go away, she turned. I'm going to have to postpone my meeting with the charge today. The doctor rose, shaking her head. There is no way for us to delay your visit, she said, remaining behind her desk. The charge has been quite active and has been wasting precious fluid. Her words were as insulting as she meant them to be. She sat back down and busied herself with the computer. Denise didn't like the venom in Diana's words or the way that she spoke about Terry. However, her upcoming meeting kept her from reinstating her power and addressing Diana's quips. Suppressing her urge to retaliate, she agreed to the noon appointment and dismissed herself with a call to duty. The door's closing thump sent a sanitized chill throughout Diana's body as she returned to her work, safely withdrawn in her position. Having to deal with Denise on a scheduled basis was enough to tax her emotions. This early morning crisis gave her no time to prepare for their meeting. The encounter left her raw, feeling like a scraped ham hock intended for a dog. She hated herself for loving someone who had discarded her and tried to block Denise from her mind, but Denise's perfume still hung heavy in the air. Julie buzzed. She asked Diana to enter her signature code to the forms that she was bringing up on her computer. Diana did so, then asked the intercom if there was anything else. Yes, arrangements have already been made for Matrix Bertha. They will be here to retrieve her at 7 a.m. Thank you for taking care of that, Julie. I trust that everything else is secure for departure. Yes, through these should be showing up on your terminal momentarily. Diana entered her code. After clearing the screen, her appointment schedule appeared. Diana hung her head in tired disbelief. Her day was beginning before her night had ended. She checked it over, encoded it, then asked Julie to arrange for the charges dismissals from the temp rooms. You've already taken care of that. Those were the first forms that you previously encoded. Diana rubbed her burning eyes. I'm sorry, she said. I wasn't paying attention. No need to explain, Julie said, hiding her concern. You really should take the day off. And of course, procedures can take place without you here. Any other appointments can be canceled. There are no emergency situations that I know of. I just may take you up on that offer. In the meantime, could you enter some amendments for me? No problem, Doctor. The charge bearer needs to be prepared an hour earlier than he is probably scheduled. The Quanta has him terrified of intercourse procedure. Julie entered a note. Also, advising masseuse of charge Randy's sensitivities. Too much stimulation will bring on ejaculation. Taken care of. What are the instructions for the charge fairy? Diana curbed her reflex to spit at the sound of the charge's name. The charge terror will be fine with standard procedures. However, make a note that Queen Lenise wishes to take him to her garden before he's delivered to the masseuse, she replied. She watched the letters appear on her screen and re-entered the code before dismissing Julie and turning the terminal off. She turned her attention to clearing away the wine decanter glasses. Holding Lenise's goblet, she noticed lipstick on the rim and envisioned Lenise being hastily summoned from her bed, yet stopping vainly to check her look, applying a bit of makeup before leaving. Diana hurled the vision away from her. The red lipstick kissed the white wall across the room as the glass shattered and fell to the floor. By the time Lenise reached the door, she was in a state of panic, having convinced herself and that Diana suspected her connection with Bertha, or that Bertha had made a confession about the pimple around the crucifix of her will. Upon entering her chambers, Bertha saw standing on the foyer table, stopping her advance. She glanced at the captured shawl and yanked it free. Great, she said when she heard the terror. She heaved the shawl from her shoulders and flung it towards her bed. Undressing while she walked towards her shower room, she groaned about having the shawl repaired, thinking about the shawl reminding her of her meeting. Just what I need, she said while slipping in the shower. A meeting with the High Council. Serves me right for getting mixed up with known criminals. She poured shampoo into the palm of her hand and worked it through her hair, scrubbing her scalp harder and faster than she normally did. Those conniving old bats will pick my skull apart, she complained, while the skin of her head pulled back and forth. They spin webs where there isn't any thread. She stuck her head into warm spray to rinse the suds from her hair. Maybe that time. You look so lovely, she mimicked a greeting. It's such a pleasure to see you, she whined through curled lips. We always hear such wonderful reports about you and your staff, they'll say in their two-faced way. All the while, they'll be picking me apart for what I'm wearing and how my hair looks. She stepped out of the shower before she realized that she'd begun mentally checking her routine to make sure that she remembered to wash her hair. Halfway through her second room of 3 rooms of full Alright. That's it. She stepped out of the shower before she realized that she'd begun mentally checking her routine to make sure that she remembered to wash her hair. Check out mine.